The right place at the right time.
Olha que absurdo, gente. A mulher tava dando martelada nesse cachorro aqui. Ele ainda tá vivo.
That's how there was time to save his life. The team from the NGO Animal Protectors of Paraná in Brazil were dealing with another situation when they heard a dog scream. Upon arriving at the house, the caregiver mentioned that she was in the act of fatally harming her dog with a hammer. It was this Chihuahua who, even though he was purebred and small, was not spared from human cruelty. She used the hammer to dispose of the injured puppy so that she wouldn't have to bear the veterinary expenses. The authorities were alerted and she was apprehended red-handed.
Eu acabei de sacrificar o cachorrinho e bem na hora você estava ali.
Como que você sacrificou ele?
Eu bati assim.
And the puppy was hospitalized in an extremely critical condition. It took a miracle for him to hold on. He showed immense resilience and was under the dedicated care of a veterinary team fighting for his life. He underwent the initial procedure. His mouth was severely infected due to broken bones and teeth, necessitating cleaning, tooth extractions, and removal of necrotic tissue. A feeding tube was inserted as the roof of his mouth remained open, and a corneal immobilization was performed to salvage his little eye. He responded well to the treatment, and his condition stabilized, bringing hope to all. Chiquinho, as he was named, embarked on his first physiotherapy session. He couldn't walk, so it was necessary to encourage him to relearn. Chiquinho could feel the dedication of these people to restore his well-being, to see him thriving. This helped heal the wounds of the trauma from living in a loveless family. This little guy had an immense will to live. Who wouldn't want to protect him and keep him safe so he never suffers again in this life? And look at him moving his paw, a sign that physiotherapy was successful, along with all the other care he received. There's nothing like a warm bath during physiotherapy to start fresh. The water washes away the dirt and the past suffering, bringing warmth and comfort. It cleanses the soul. Water also provides support to cushion impacts, so he took some steps. The support he should have received from his family was now coming from strangers who provided all the care needed for his recovery. Imagine the relief for him, a tiny and helpless being, knowing there are people who will protect him from suffering instead of discarding his life. People who made him realize the value of his life and reciprocated with affection. How important it must have been for him to feel loved by people. During the physiotherapy session, he took his first steps. What a heartwarming moment. This showed just how much of a warrior Chiquinho is. A week ago, he was rescued nearly lifeless, and now he was starting to walk. That's the moment when everything feels worthwhile. But this fight wasn't easy for Chiquinho, who was stressed and inclined to bite everyone. He had so much to overcome in such a short time, and many battles were exhausting for him. Here's another victory. Chiquinho wagging his tail, and running is even better. It's unbelievable how much he has improved in just 9 days. This little guy's will to live is inspiring. It also makes us reflect on how even if a person owns or receives a purebred animal, they may not show any compassion for the animal. Often it's just about status. So, neuter your pet and prevent more animals from suffering like Chiquinho, who endured so much and is still fighting for his life. He recently underwent another eye procedure called a flap, where the vet immobilizes the third eyelid above the eyeball to create a physical barrier protecting the cornea. Due to the second blow he suffered to the eye, his eye had to be closed again. Every effort was made to save that little eye. Aside from the eye, his recovery was remarkable. He is still hospitalized because he couldn't eat on his own and required tube feeding. There will be more procedures for his little mouth while his overall condition continues to stabilize. When Chiquinho was rescued, he was severely underweight, indicating he had likely had mouth fractures even before the hammer blows, and he might not have been able to eat for a while. His palate remains open, but the vet allowed him to start eating cubed meat that wouldn't stick to the roof of his mouth. With this change, he has already gained 500 G. Once he stabilizes further, more procedures will be done to rebuild practically the entire internal part of his snout. As he is now, he struggles to breathe, but he keeps improving and cherishing the good moments. It was necessary to remove his little eye because, despite all efforts, the blow he received caused a prolapse in the iris, leading to infection and pain. But now, that little eye will no longer trouble him. He continues to overcome obstacles like a true miracle. And here's some great news. He has been adopted by the best family this little guy could hope for. The people who fought tirelessly for his life. Clínica Veterinaria São Chico, who made the miracle of his life possible. They continue to build new and genuine bonds of friendship. What are your thoughts on this little warrior's fight against the cruelty of the person he loved the most? Please let me know if you'd like to keep following this little warrior's journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more heartwarming stories of resilience. Thank you and see you in the next video. Goodbye.